going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Sav Show. My name is Savilian. I'm the host of this show, and today I'm talking about my course. I'm at a course. Yay! Brr, bah. Anyway, so I'm at a course because I was basically just sitting on my computer, thinking about things that I want to make or build, and it just popped into my head that when I first started releasing music, or when I first started getting into hip hop in Australia. When I was in my teenage years, I really didn't have anywhere to turn to kind of like gain knowledge or learn the ropes or learn the ins and outs. Obviously, the scenery or the network, the landscape has changed quite dramatically since I first started releasing music. But I still think there's this, there's a lack of knowledge or there's a lack of resources out there. So I decided, why not build one? I thought, fuck it, obviously there's a lot of stuff on YouTube at the moment in terms of like, Entrepreneur, there's, Tom Dupree, there's a lot of great content creators out there and a lot of great, information on how to kind of get started, how to monetize, productize your music business and kind of, do it the smart way. There's a lot of great stuff out there. But it's all kind of tailored towards the US and other countries, really. Most of it is US focused. No Label Necessary, Brandman Sean, all those kinds of guys. Like, there's great stuff out there. J.R. McKee, great stuff out there, but US focused with a US kind of base in mind. And I realized that there's nothing really in Australia. There's nothing really, that I could see anyway. Nothing that's like good. And I'm not saying that, what I've done is good, but at least kind of covers some of the basics in an introductory way, in a realistic and introductory way. So yeah, I thought, fuck it. I have the skills, I have the time, I have, some of the knowledge. I am going to make a course that is designed for it's basically just a presentation, but I want to put all this information together because I've been asked by some people over the last couple of months about, how I would approach it and things to think about and ways to promote myself, et cetera, et cetera. So I thought I will put it all together in a very, very basic introductory course called So You Want to Release Music. That's the name of the course because I originally made it as so you want to be an art, so you want to become an artist, or so you want to make a music business. I had all these other ideas, but then I was like, all right, let's start from the beginning. So you want to release music, all right? I'll make a very basic course. I'll make it super, super, super cheap, and I'll just get it out there and test it and see what people think about it. So I will say that this course is not for, or this presentation is not for anyone who's like currently releasing music well, right? If you've got like a bunch of stuff on Spotify and you've made music videos and you got, a couple thousand streams or up to tens of thousands of streams, and you've already kind of, got your foot in the door and you're doing some interesting stuff, then this is not for you. This is for you if you have no idea, if you don't know where to turn to, if you don't know what resources to look at. I talk about, even if it is for you, I talk about some stuff. Even if it isn't for you, if you're a person that is releasing music, I talk about a bunch of ideas that, might not be kind of mainstream thinking in terms of like building an email list, newsletters, playing shows and building a team. I make some interesting points about that. However, if you're already in the industry and you're doing stuff, a lot of this stuff will be pretty common knowledge. This is specifically for a person that's just starting out. If you have no idea, if you don't even know what really mixing and mastering is, if you haven't released one song to Spotify, maybe you've just only recorded your first song, this is a presentation / course with a whole bunch of resources, whole bunch of information. It's basically just me dumping as much as I can into one little PowerPoint. Without really thinking too much. Everything that's in this is literally just like straight from my brain onto a PowerPoint. And yeah, I cover most of the basics of branding, marketing, music releasing, playing shows, building a team, generating future business opportunities, email, building an email list, and just whole host of things to consider in and around all of those different topics. So anyway, I'll link it below. If you want to grab it, go ahead. If you got any feedback, you can see where I'm either A, wrong, or B, can improve it. Please go ahead. As I said, this is not a definitive course. This is not like, I don't claim to be, I'm not claiming to be like an expert on any of this stuff. However, I am a person who releases music, and once upon a time, I had nowhere to turn to when I first started, and I wish I had something like this. So that's essential. Like if I was a 20-year-old person starting to release music in 2023 or whatever it is, and I had this as an Australian person with all this information that could like kind of walk me through it a bit, or like at least make some sense of some of it, I would have loved this. So this is for that person. If you're that person, click below, super cheap, grab it. Let me know what you think. I'm open to any and all feedback. Please, just be real with me. I'm cool with it. But I had a really fun experience building it, getting all the information down, recording making a presentation, recording a loom, I was building it on Teachable at first, but I was like, this is too annoying. So I just kind of made it all up on Gumroad, and that's where you can get it currently. I do have the intention, and I do plan to build this out with a little bit more information and detail at a certain point in time. Once I can figure out the right way to say it and the right things to include, I'm going to build it out with a lot more information. And that will be a kind of add-on or an extension of this current thing. But this one's essentially for beginners, people just getting started in the music industry, and they just want some questions answered. So anyway, click below. If you get anything out of it, let me know. If you like what I'm saying here, please subscribe to the channel. And if not, I'll catch you next time on the Sav Show. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go.